doing well, but I had no idea the level of pain that she had been going through these past few years. And it's all detailed in the harrowing new documentary, I Am Celine Dion. And some of the hardest to watch scenes were ones that the singer insisted they not cut so people could actually get a glimpse of this rare disorder that she's suffering through. My level of respect for her is now through the roof. I wanted to break down some of the strongest moments from her new documentary. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. I have always loved Celine Dion. She is one of the best singers we have. And this documentary, I Am Celine Dion, which is now available on Amazon Prime, ironically, talk about an actually good documentary about a female singer. This one really affected me in ways I didn't expect. I just didn't know the extent of what she had been going through. And obviously this clip has now been making the rounds on the internet, and it is intense. We're going to play some of these clips. But I wanted to sort of give you an overview before we get into some of these moments. Celine Dion has been canceling tours. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on. And it's all because of this stiff person syndrome that she was diagnosed with. This is like a very rare disease that like 1 in a million get. And it really is just destroyed her ability to sing, her ability to have joy. If she overstimulates her brain and has positive moments like on tour in studio, these episodes can happen. And in the documentary, she's singing. She's back doing this new song, Love Again, from the movie she recently released, which she did. She was able to finally get it released and sung. But after this high point in this documentary, as she's trying to win her life back, she has one of her most brutal episodes, which the cameramen were there to capture. And they even talked about, do we want to release this? What's going on? The director has now released a few quotes about this as the documentary has come out. And she was like, what do I do? Do I keep recording this? We didn't even really discuss these types of things. The scene, which we're going to watch in a moment, lasted 40 minutes. It was cut down to 5. Traumatic. It was a horrifying personal experience. I've never been in a situation where I felt like someone might die in front of me. My director of photography did not flinch. He saw I was trying to be a first responder, having my human response. But if anything was going to help her, I was not the person to do it. Her doctor was on the phone. Her security guard was making sure she didn't fall off the table. Her therapist was there. It was profound just how everyone did their job. And I realized I am also doing mine. At this point, I'd been filming for months. And she said, don't ever ask if you can film something, because if you do, it ruins it for me. She was only semi-conscious. I knew this would be a very safeguarded, as in the footage. So I wanted to have her have the choice to put it in the film. When Taylor showed her the final cut of the film, Dion said, do not cut that scene down. If anything, you can add to it. This was the beauty of working with Dion through the ups and downs of her illness. She was so disarmed and so open, willing to look like an everyday person living her life. She was not going to censor herself. And that's what you're going to see in these clips. These clips are intense, and they give you a breakdown of what she's actually been going through and the heartbreak of her not being able to be the Celine Dion that we all know and love. I want to start here with this clip.
When I try to breathe, my lungs are fine. It's what's in front of my lungs that's so rigid because of stiff person syndrome that it's like I know you. That's what happens. It's like I know what I want to do, and now you can show me, yeah. And that's what happens, and it's very difficult for me to hear that and to show this to you. I want people to hear that.
So imagine Celine Dion, the power vocalist of My Heart Will Go On, and all of her amazing songs. And throughout the documentary, you do get more lighthearted, positive moments and memories of the history and all that she's so amazing at. And her own body, her own vocal cords now stiff up and can't allow her to go to those soaring places that she loves to go to and that she has always known. That's what she's known as. Things take a turn, and here is near the end of the film. This is part of the clip. I do want to give you a friendly heads up, trigger warning to anybody. I've trimmed this down a bunch because I don't want to overly focus on it, but this scene is about 10 minutes long in the actual film itself.
Brian, I need you right now. She's in a crisis.
Still under. Ready? Lift her. Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3. She might be in spasm. Yeah, I gotta get her hip up. I don't want to hurt her wrist. Got her? Yep. There we go. There we go, boss. Good. There we go, boss. So then you're okay. You're okay, Celine. Oh. Put your fingers in her hand. Just in her hand. Squeeze Brian's hand if you can.
And a girl. Good job, boss.
Good. So she's still with us.
Thank God she has this amazing staff with her.
Thank you. We're still with you, boss. You're good.
Oh. This scene goes on for quite some time, and I didn't want to just keep showing it.
It's okay,
But
son.
she wanted you all to see this scene.
Celine,
She wants you to
all
see
your team here. We're all with
what
you.
she's been really going through.
Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
And this, I might remind you again, comes after her high point of recording that Love Again song in studio. They document her first chance going back in studio, trying to get there, trying to find her voice again. And she hasn't sung in 2 years. And after doing all that, this is what happens. Oh. After this, again, then the documentarian said this was about 45 minutes in real life. She did come out of it.
Every time something like this happens, it makes you feel so embarrassed that, you know, like to not have control of yourself, you know?
So we're just gonna let you
Do you
rest.
think it's because I had a good time over there?
Your brain was just overstimulated. Yeah. So so these crises
What am I
come
going
on.
to do? Like if I can't get stimulated by what I love, and then I'm going to go on stage and like, you're going to put the pulse oximeter on me and you're going to turn me on my back?
It's hard. This is not the end of your journey. We all know that. But this is always that step on that journey. Right?
Yeah. When I had to cancel shows, you know, we have to tell the crowd why and the people why and lying.
She talks about how it was always throat illness or sinus infection. They've had to do numerous lies over the years to justify why she couldn't do this, but it was really because of this syndrome.
I can't lie anymore. Sometimes I would point my microphone towards the audience and I would make them sing it. And I tapped on the microphone like it was the microphone's fault. I did what my mom said. I didn't flinch. And there's also moments where we had to stop the show. Quick change. And I never came back.
She makes it clear throughout this, as you can imagine, this is her life. Singing for the crowd is what she does. She tells a story in it as well, and I highly encourage you watch this whole thing. I'm going to end you with one more clip, but before I do, I want to make sure I'm properly plugging this because this is worthy of a watch. This is definitely the greatest story never told. She talks about just how everyone expects her in studio to be that Celine Dion, the voice, which we all know and love, one of the best voices there is. And she just can't be the voice anymore. And so who is she? At the end of this sequence, after she finally does come to and is better, her therapist sits there and plays a song with her. And it's the end of the film. And it's a song by Wynn Starks called Who Am I?, which triggers this whole documentary of Who Am I? I am Celine Dion. And she sings this person's song. I'd never heard this song. It is a beautiful song. And Celine just knows it and has been using it to inspire her. Throughout the whole documentary, these moments of other artists and people who've inspired her, she's just so genuine. You can tell she's just a real person, a real lover of music, of singing. But this moment where she's belting this guy's song out, it really got me. The whole thing is just so well done. So much respect for her. And I want to leave you with this final quote from her in the documentary.
The lie is too heavy now. If I can't run, I'll walk. If I can't walk, I'll crawl. But I won't stop. I won't stop.
It's affected me again. This whole documentary, it's intense, guys. The level of respect I have for Celine Dion is 100-fold. I had no idea what she'd been dealing with behind the scenes. To have that thing you love, now you can't do it. And if you do it, it's going to cause you immense pain and damage, potentially end your life. That's what she's been suffering, guys. That's what she's been going through. This documentary is a fantastic watch. Go show Celine some love, some respect, some support. Check it out over on Amazon Prime. I send her and her family so much love, so many beautiful moments in this film, just her with her kids. I just felt so much love and empathy and respect for this woman. She is one of our greatest. I'm so glad she's still here. And I hope she learns from this experience in this film that we all love her. Even if she can't hit it like she could, we just want her here. We want her to be happy. We want her to be singing again. And I hope she can find a place where she can do that. So much love her way. Guys, make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for alerts, smash that thumbs up, and let us know your thoughts down below. Also, your favorite Celine Dion song. What is it? Tell me in the comments below. Let's keep positive. Appreciate you all so much. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.